Well, let's go to Peggy Grande, our voice in America. Now, Mother's Day for 2022 has come and gone, but in America, the issue of motherhood is about to explode onto the political scene. American media has been full of the unprecedented leaking of a draft opinion on Roe versus Wade, which gives the strongest indication yet that the Supreme Court in America will overturn the landmark decision of the US Supreme Court in 1973, where Jane Roe, a mother, challenged Henry Wade, the district attorney of Dallas County, re her right to abortion. The Supreme Court then ruled that the Constitution of the United States protects a pregnant woman's liberty to choose to have an abortion without excessive government restriction. The decision struck down many US federal and state abortion laws, and the case fueled an ongoing abortion debate, which still rages today about whether or to what extent abortion should be legal, who should decide the legality of abortion, and what the role of moral and religious views in the political sphere should be. So, on this very vexed issue, let's go to Peggy in America. Peggy, lovely to talk to you again. Thank you for your time. I mean, this issue's taken on a life of its own. Was this a fallacious view of human rights, this my choice, my body, my right? Because there is another human being at the centre of the abortion choice, isn't there?
Well, I think Ronald Reagan always says it best. And he said, I seem to notice that everybody who's in favor of abortion has already been born. So he always had a great way of putting things. But really, there's so much hysteria surrounding this leaked document. And this was in draft form, so it's not even known to be the final form. But I don't think that these justices are going to be intimidated by the left's willingness and interest in intimidating them in this way. This is really an unfounded hysteria because all it's doing is returning the decision to the rightful owner, which is the state. Even Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who was an icon of the left, said that this decision was constitutionally unstable. Left and right judges have agreed for years that this is really something that should not have been decided in this way. Our Constitution grants powers to the federal government, and anything that's not explicitly granted to the federal government is by default the ownership of the states. And so this really is a states issue. And so even if Roe v. Wade is overturned, it goes back to the states where we, the people, can decide what that ruling is.
I'll just come to that in a moment. That's a very interesting point that you make. But one commentator has described the leaking of the draft opinion as, and I quote, a nuclear bomb of an issue planted at the core of American liberalism. Now, what are your thoughts about that, Peggy?
Well, I think they're trying to use this to intimidate, and they're trying to intimidate the justices, and they're trying to sway public opinion. But public opinion actually is pretty galvanized on this issue already. There's widespread support for abortion in the first trimester, and the American people are pretty united in that, except for, one side extreme or the other. And so this is an extreme position that has been taken by the left, and they're trying to paint the right as extreme, but it's really the left who are the outliers outside of public opinion on this issue.
Yeah.